Travel is more than just moving from one place to another. It's a journey into the unknown, a dance with unfamiliar cultures, and a way to discover parts of ourselves we never knew existed. Whether it's the thrill of exploring hidden alleys in a bustling city, or the serenity of watching a sunset over a remote mountain, travel offers a tapestry of experiences that enrich the soul and broaden the mind. Thank you for stopping by Beyond Horizon. We're thrilled to have you here, and we can't wait to share content that inspires, entertains, and adds a little extra spark to your day. Your support means the world to us. Located in southern Vietnam, Saigon, officially known as Ho Chi Minh City, is a place where tradition intertwines with modernity. It is the largest city in Vietnam, and its vibrant streets hum with life and energy. This bustling metropolis holds a unique charm, one that is shaped by centuries of history, culture, and rapid development. A deep dive into Saigon's past, present, and future reveals a city that never stops evolving, yet remains deeply rooted in its rich heritage. A brief history of Saigon, origins, and early history. The area that is now Ho Chi Minh City has been inhabited for centuries, long before it became a major urban center. Originally, the region was home to the Khmer people. The early settlements were primarily agricultural communities living along the Saigon River. However, the development of Saigon as we know it today began in the 17th century, when Vietnamese settlers moved southward as part of the Nguyen dynasty's territorial expansion. This migration marked the beginning of Saigon's transformation from a small settlement to a significant trading post. The French Colonial Era. One of the most pivotal periods in Saigon's history was the French Colonial Era. In the mid-19th century, the French established their presence in Vietnam, making Saigon the capital of French Cochinchina. During this time, the city underwent significant changes. French architects built grand colonial buildings, which stand to this day as a testament to this period. Boulevards, parks, and modern infrastructure were developed, giving the city a distinct European feel. The French influence is still visible, from the architecture of iconic landmarks, such as the Notre Dame Cathedral Basilica of Saigon, to the tree-lined streets in District 1. The Vietnam War and the fall of Saigon. The Vietnam War is one of the most defining events in modern Vietnamese history, and Saigon played a central role in it. As the capital of South Vietnam, the city was a political and military hub during the conflict between the communist North Vietnam and anti-communist South Vietnam. The war left deep scars on the nation and culminated in the fall of Saigon on April 30th, 1975, marking the end of the war and the beginning of Vietnam's reunification under communist rule. On that fateful day, North Vietnamese forces entered Saigon, and the city was soon renamed Ho Chi Minh City in honor of the communist revolutionary leader Ho Chi Minh. The name change symbolized a new chapter for the city. But for many, especially those who experienced the war, Saigon is still the name that resonates most deeply. The post-war era and modern development. After the war, Ho Chi Minh City faced numerous challenges as the country sought to rebuild. The transition from a war-torn nation to a thriving economy was not easy, but the city has experienced remarkable growth over the past few decades. Since the government introduced economic reforms known as Doi Moi in the 1980s, Saigon has emerged as a driving force in Vietnam's economic resurgence. It is now a global city, an important hub for trade, finance, and tourism, with towering skyscrapers and a growing skyline. Saigon, today, a city of contrasts. One of the most striking aspects of Saigon today is the contrast between old and new. While the city is home to some of Vietnam's most advanced and futuristic developments, traditional elements of culture and history are never far away. This juxtaposition is what makes Saigon so captivating. Urban development and the skyscraper boom. In the last 2 decades, Saigon has undergone rapid urbanization. District 1, the city's financial center, is now a bustling area filled with modern high-rise buildings, luxury hotels, shopping malls, and upscale restaurants. The Patexco Financial Tower, which once stood as the tallest building in Vietnam, symbolizes Saigon's economic transformation. The 68-story skyscraper offers panoramic views of the city and the Saigon River, reminding visitors of just how far the city has come. Other modern developments include the Saigon Pearl and Vincom Center, 2 massive complexes that cater to both local elites and international visitors. Alongside these glistening structures are high-tech offices, co-working spaces, and bustling international trade hubs, signaling the city's role in the global economy. Traditional markets and street life. Despite its rapid modernization, Saigon retains a rich cultural heritage that is deeply embedded in the fabric of everyday life. Traditional markets, such as Ben Thun Market, continue to thrive and serve as essential landmarks in the city. These markets offer a dizzying array of goods, from fresh produce to textiles, souvenirs, and handicrafts. They are also a glimpse into the past, offering a connection to the pre-modern era where daily commerce was a key element of city life. Street vendors are a ubiquitous part of Saigon's charm. It's not uncommon to find small stalls selling everything from pho Vietnamese noodle soup to banh mi, Vietnamese sandwiches, on almost every corner. The aromas of street food and the sight of locals dining on small plastic stools are quintessential elements of Saigon's character. For many, these food stalls are not just a place to eat, but a reflection of Vietnam's deep culinary traditions, blending both French and local influences. Historical landmarks. For visitors interested in Saigon's rich past, the city is dotted with historical landmarks that offer a window into its storied history. The Reunification Palace, formerly the Presidential Palace, is one of the most iconic sites in Saigon. It was here that the Vietnam War effectively came to an end, when North Vietnamese tanks stormed the gates in 1975. Today, the palace is a museum that allows visitors to explore the corridors of power where key decisions were made during the war. Other notable historical landmarks include the War Remnants Museum, which offers a sobering account of the Vietnam War through photographs, artifacts, and military equipment. Meanwhile, the Cu Chi tunnels, located on the outskirts of the city, give visitors a chance to crawl through the underground tunnel system used by the Viet Cong during the war. Saigon's cultural scene. Arts, theatre, and music. Saigon has long been a cultural hub, and its arts scene reflects the city's dynamic nature. The Saigon Opera House, also known as the Municipal Theatre, is a striking example of French colonial architecture and serves as the city's premier venue for classical music, ballet, and opera performances. The building itself is an architectural marvel, transporting visitors back to the days of French Indochina. The city is also home to a thriving contemporary art scene, with numerous galleries showcasing the work of local and international artists. Exhibitions often explore Vietnam's complex history, identity, and rapid urbanization, providing a thought-provoking counterpoint to the city's frenetic pace. Music is another key element of Saigon's cultural identity. From traditional Vietnamese music to modern pop and hip-hop, the city is alive with sound. Live music venues range from intimate jazz clubs to energetic nightclubs, ensuring there's something for every taste. Traditional Vietnamese instruments, such as the dan bao, monochord, and dan tran, zither, continue to be an integral part of performances, often blending with contemporary sounds. Temples, pagodas, and religious diversity. While modern skyscrapers dominate the skyline, Saigon is also home to numerous temples and pagodas that reflect the city's deep spiritual roots. The Jade Emperor Pagoda, one of the most famous temples in the city, is dedicated to Taoist deities and is known for its intricate carvings and statues. In addition to Buddhism and Taoism, Saigon is also home to a significant Catholic population. The Saigon Notre Dame Basilica, with its twin spires, stands as a testament to the city's religious diversity. Built in the late 19th century by the French, the basilica is a striking example of Romanesque architecture and remains a popular destination for both tourists and locals. Religious harmony is a defining characteristic of Saigon. Mosques, Hindu temples, and even Cao Dai temples exist alongside Christian churches and Buddhist pagodas. Cao Dai is a uniquely Vietnamese religion that blends elements of Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, and Christianity, and it has a prominent presence in the region. The people of Saigon, a melting pot of cultures and traditions. One of the most captivating aspects of Saigon is its people. The city is a melting pot of different ethnicities, languages, and traditions, making it a truly cosmopolitan hub. The Vietnamese make up the majority of the population, but there are significant Chinese, Khmer, and Cham communities, as well as a growing expatriate population. Each group brings its own unique flavor to the city, enriching the cultural landscape. Saigon's residents are known for their entrepreneurial spirit, friendliness, and resilience. Despite the many challenges the city has faced over the years, its people remain optimistic and forward-thinking. Whether it's a street vendor selling food at a bustling market or a tech entrepreneur launching a startup, Saigon's residents are always moving forward, embodying the city's fast-paced energy. Saigon's timeless appeal. Saigon is a city of contrasts, where the old meets the new in fascinating and unexpected ways. Its rich history, vibrant cultural scene, and rapid development make it a city unlike any other. Whether you're wandering through its historical landmarks, savoring street food, or gazing at the modern skyline, Saigon offers an unforgettable experience. At its core, Saigon is a city that embraces change while honoring its past, creating a unique blend of tradition and modernity. Its timeless appeal lies in its ability to adapt, evolve, and thrive, all while maintaining a deep sense of identity and culture. For visitors and locals alike, Saigon is a city that continues to inspire, challenge, and captivate. A place where history and the future come together in perfect harmony. Thank you for taking the time to visit. Your support means the world to us. Hit subscribe and get ready for exciting future contents that we can't wait to share with you.